friends. Hope you have enjoyed the earlier videos, and if you have not seen the earlier videos, please go through your email, spam folder or promotion folder. Might be some mails have gone there. Also, you can also see your previous WhatsApp message. So today we will be discussing about company structure. Which company structure you should choose when you are going for your healthcare setup.
Actually, it is very difficult unless you choose it in the right way. It's very difficult to change later on. So you should properly put your intentions and the plan in place so that you get a clear and a better company structure, which you need not change repeatedly.
Right.
Solo practice usually can be started as a proprietorship only.
Right.
It is like you are the owner of that place, and all the profits and all the losses plus all the risks are your own.
Correct.
So here we'll recommend that you can go for a proprietorship, but you should get an indemnity insurance, which you can have with many good insurance companies, and also as well as get it from the IMA also.
Exactly. So see, advantage is that it is very easy to start. You need a few documents to start it, and you can start very easily. But the drawback is that it will have all losses if in any case it happens fire or some medical negligence. All losses will be taken from your own saving account, because the difference between the legal difference between you and the business is not made in this type of setup. Okay, so it is easy, but little bit difficult if you want to grow bigger firm. So take indemnity insurance. Now coming to second, small polyclinic. Small polyclinic means up to 3 doctors. Okay.
So for a small polyclinic, we can have a LLP. LLP means limited liable partnership.
Right.
It is a better form of a company structure compared to a proprietorship, and little less liabilities or less paperwork than the private limited. Yes. So for a small polyclinic up to 8 doctors is a good structure.
Right. And there could be 2 kinds of partnership. Like one is registered partnership on a stamp paper, you can do a traditional way, and this is a much more legal structure of partnership. Banks also likes this LLP. If you go with registered partnership, they want it to be LLP because it has some regulation in place, but there are benefits of partnership also. So less hassles, good legal structure, and banks will also like, and there you can take loan. So it is a good way of doing it. Third is large polyclinic, like more than 3 to 8 doctors, and you have a hospital of any size. Okay, whether it is 5 bed, 10 bed, 100 bed, 200 beds, any type.
So we recommend that a private limited company should be formed, and it is not as big a hassle as you think it is.
Yes,
it is easily being done, and there are some statutory paperwork which can be done by the CA, and you will have unlimited growth opportunities. You can raise money, you can have funding, you can have bank loans, and it is always a very good structure to start with.
Yeah, correct. And so we also tell all our clients that if you want to grow fast and you're looking for profit structure, private limited company is good. A lot of CAs also will tell you that there are a lot of hassles and company formation and board meeting and all of the stuff, and do not go with private limited. Let's start with proprietorship. Please don't follow those kind of advice. If you are in a bigger setup, a bigger polyclinic or an hospital, please go with private limited, because it will help you distinguish your legal entity from you. Okay, your liability is limited. That is why it is called limited. Okay, private limited. So for example, if something happens in your setup, God forbid, if something happens like fire and somebody dies, so whatever compensation has to be given, it will limited to the company's assets. Nothing will come to your own personal savings.
Yeah.
Okay, it is very important. Second, private limited company will help you raise money. Private equity will come easily. Otherwise, all other legal structures are difficult. And initially, you have taken care of a lot of things, so you can actually save income tax as well. Like what people say that private limited you will have to give more income tax, but if you plan it in a right way, you can actually save also. Okay, so please understand that if you are thinking of making money and for profit is not bad. Okay, please don't have this denial fact that you are in a social cause, so you are not earning profit. You are there for profit, yes. Then if that is acceptable, then go with a private limited company.
So I think you should be earning well to do charity more.
Correct. Okay.
Last is the non-profit healthcare setup. It can be a trust or society. So trust or society has a specific intention and specific role to play. You should not make it just for the getting some extra income, saving some taxes, or getting some land free.
Yes.
You should have actual intention of serving people. Then only you should go in this figure. Because if you are going to manipulate the funds then you can get into trouble at any time.
Right. So see, a lot of doctors have this misconception that trust society is the only way of going for big hospitals, and because why? Because a lot of big hospitals are built on trust and society. We understand that, but since you are focusing on your growth, right? You are not a corporate structure like Reliance or Ganga Ram or some kind of bigger corporate houses. You are an individual person or a group of people who are going for a profit making structure, and you don't have an intention of serving people like in terms of social entrepreneurship. Then trust and society is not a good structure, because if you want to evade tax or you want to get a grant from somebody foreign or some benefactors, it is now really difficult, because all IT, income tax officials or any kind of government department knows how trust society are being used or manipulated by doctors. So our focus should be on growth, okay, clinical aspect, rather than just saving tax and all that thing. Yes, if your motive, if your vision is to serve people by having a social cause, and you have a benefactor who can give you money, or you can land or some kind of state support, then of course you can go with trust society. That depends on your vision. If you really want to serve society on a larger vision, then please go with the trust society. But if you are thinking of making money and evading tax, then please don't go with the trust society. It will create a lot of problem with you. Go with the private limited or
Hopefully you got your doubts cleared now, and you got a good understanding of all the company structures. If you want to learn more about how to raise money and how to raise the funding,
right,
then please attend our workshop this week.
Correct. So different company structure will attract a different kind of raising money. So if you want to know more about company structures and how to raise money, finances, come to our workshop and we will tell you in detail, and we'll also give you an ebook which will have all the details in one place. Okay, hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.